Bonjour, y'all! So while I was getting ready for Articuno Day, I stumbled across a new article about the release date for Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Thanks to Eurogamer. I will link the full article down below, but spoiler alert, long story short, a 2019 release date is looking more and more likely. Of course, you can see my previous video, which is linked around here somewhere, suggesting a March 2019 release date. That date obviously has not been confirmed by anyone from Warner Brothers or Niantic. But an interview that Eurogamer just did in Dortmund with John Hanke does kind of sound like 2019 is going to be more likely than not. So I am doing this like off the cuff, very spontaneously. So I'm just gonna read this to you guys off my phone. I know it's not visually interesting. This is what happens when you're trying to be fast about stuff. So, the question asked to John Hanke was, is Wizards Unite still coming this year? We'll see. That is a very non-committal response. We want to realize it when the game's ready, Hanke told me. We want to avoid a death march where the game releases on a specific date no matter what. So we'll be trying to leave some room there. We'll do some testing at the end, and depending on how people enjoy the game and if we find bugs or problems, we'll give ourselves a window to do that before final release. So at least that sounds like beta testing. And if they're not sure about a release date for 2018 versus 2019, that does make beta testing in 2018 more plausible. But still, they obviously did not specifically say anything about when beta testing will be released or announced or anything like that. I'm just saying it is more possible that 2018 we will see a beta test. Again, reading from this interview, so it could release this year, but could also release next year. Hanke said. Super non-committal. It could release in 2018, it could release in 2019. I'm just going with the other information that we have, the leaked release date for March 2019, the fact that we are definitely in the second half of 2018 and haven't heard anything definitive about a release date. We haven't heard anything definitive about beta testing. 2019 is looking a lot more likely. Warner Brothers was also asked, again, Eurogamer asked Warner Brothers what they could say about the game's release date, and the exact same quote from November 2017 was repeated. Additional details for Harry Potter Wizards Unite will be announced in 2018. So all we have so far is a promise that we'll get additional details sometime in 2018. That's not a lot to go on. And finally, this isn't really related to the release date, but I want to go ahead and include it because it's from the same interview. Eurogamer asked a few questions about any problems with Pokemon Go and Wizards Unite. So I finished by asking if Niantic had looked at the impact Harry Potter Wizards Unite will have on the currently resurgent Pokemon Go, whether there was any possibility one might cannibalize the other. We haven't really thought about that, Hanke concluded. We want to put different options out there and let players decide how to spend their time. Harry Potter has an immense global fan base. True that. The numbers we've seen are pretty amazing. There's a lot of female fans, more female than male fans, which I think is a global exception among the top 20 best-known IPs in the world. I assume IP stands for intellectual properties. the point is, I feel like there's enough Harry Potter fans out there that even if no Pokemon Go players decide to play Harry Potter, which I don't think will be true. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play both. My husband's going to play both. All of these other Harry Potter YouTubers who currently play Pokemon Go are going to play both. It doesn't have to take any time or players away from Pokemon Go to be successful, which I definitely agree with. I mean, Harry Potter is its own huge franchise in its own right. It doesn't need the success of Pokemon Go for an augmented reality Harry Potter game to be successful. But yeah, so that's the interview that Eurogamer did with John Hanke, CEO of Niantic. Again, I will put a link in the description below. I'm going to write an article, I haven't done that yet, for Wizards Unite Hub, which includes this and will tie in some of the other date information with links and sources so you can study the facts for yourself and determine your own conclusion about when this game is going to launch. I just wanted to get this video recorded and uploaded as soon as possible so that I could share this new information with you guys. So yeah, I'm still thinking March 2019 as the release date for Harry Potter Wizards Unite, but what do you think? Share your comments, thoughts below. I definitely want to hear from all of you guys. That is all that I have for y'all today. Until next time, au revoir, witches!